This is the largest investment in our budget, over $20 billion, and it should be. We've made reference several times to Article 13 in our Constitution, where it talks about our obligation to public education. Moreover, within state law, we have several references to obligations for our schools. The question's been raised as to whether this is enough money. It's been said the bill provides a bold direction. I would agree. It is bold, but it's going the wrong direction when you're going to siphon money that could be going for our public schools elsewhere. That's not in the spirit of the Minnesota Constitution. I mentioned that the majority of parents oppose that, citing the PTA as well as many other groups. I doubt this provision would survive in conference committee, but it needs to be pointed out. That is not the direction Senate Democrats would go. The bill will result in cuts, $350 million. And that's stipulated by nonpartisan research. If you look at the inflation costs, it's also verified by surveys done by nonpartisan business officials. I encouraged persons, I'm sure you did, to contact your district. What is the impact without an inflation increase? Bottom line, it's cuts. We can do better. Yes, there are provisions that we have bipartisan support. Earlier, I acknowledged appreciation, as have several of my colleagues, and we'll work to see that those make it. But we also need to take out the discrimination that transgender youth are feeling right now. We also need to look at a bold direction, not going south, which I'd call due south by draining, but let's go to due north, what Governor Walz is recommending, by providing needed funds in the formula, by providing additional funds for counselors, for social workers, for nurses, for teachers. Let's provide more funds for our full-service community schools with wraparound services. This is how we address closing that opportunity gap. So let's take the right bold initiative and go that way. There was a great bold initiative in 2013. It was authored by Senator Greg Clausen. That was for full-day kindergarten. Somewhat controversial. And we came up with $1 billion, and thank you, Governor Dayton, because you got to back up the rhetoric with the resources. And we came up with that. It was bold. Would we ever turn back on that? No. But it got done. Did a lot of other great things too that year. So I strongly support what the governor has put forward in the due north. Many of those proposals will be in the House provision. In fact, they came up with more in the formula. So I know my colleagues in the Democratic Party are going to vote no, at least most of them anticipate. As I told Senator Chamberlain, I want to do all I can to participate, to try to get this right. And I'll vote yes, as that is the ticket to hopefully get to conference committee. So in that spirit, let's work together, let's get it right, let's get a bigger target so that we can avoid cuts and provide the hope, the relief that we all agree that the students, the parents, and staff need.